All right, everybody, buckle up, because today we are diving into some seriously wild claims about aliens.
Oh, yeah.
You guys sent us a YouTube video, and let me tell you, it is fascinating.
Oh?
It's a discussion between two guys speaking in Hindi.
Interesting.
We had it translated just for this deep dive, and this isn't just your typical run-of-the-mill UFO sighting.
Right.
This video claims that governments are hiding knowledge about extraterrestrial activity, and the beings involved are something else entirely.
Yeah, well, it's a pretty fascinating premise. The video claims that these aliens aren't from another planet. They're not even from our galaxy or our universe.
Whoa.
They're from what they call the Great Multiverse.
The Great Multiverse. Okay, now I have to admit that's a new one for me.
Yeah, so the idea is that our universe, as big as it is, it's just one of many universes and potentially infinite universes existing all at the same time.
Okay.
And if these beings can travel between these multiverses, it suggests a level of technological advancement that's almost beyond our imagination.
Yeah, that's putting it mildly. I mean, we're still trying to figure out how to get humans to Mars and back safely.
Right.
But if these claims are true, these aliens are basically playing on a whole other level of reality.
Yeah, it really makes you wonder, why would beings with such advanced capabilities even be interested in a little blue planet like ours?
Right, like what's so special about Earth?
Well, according to the video, their motives are kind of a mixed bag.
Okay.
Some of these multiversal travelers are, they're described as benevolent, perhaps even curious about life in other universes. But the video also claims that many, if not most of these beings have more destructive tendencies.
Destructive, like Independence Day level destructive.
The video doesn't really go into specifics, but it does suggest that governments worldwide are absolutely terrified of these aliens and their capabilities.
Really?
It even claims that no military force on Earth could even hope to stand against their technology.
Okay, that's starting to sound a little ominous.
Yeah.
What kind of evidence does the video offer to support these claims?
Well, one example given is the phenomenon of vanishing UFOs. You know, where these unidentified objects in the sky suddenly disappear, seemingly defying the laws of physics as we understand them.
So these aliens are so advanced they can basically teleport their ships at will. It makes you wonder, what kind of technology are we even talking about here? I mean, is it something we could even comprehend?
The video claims that these aliens possess technology that operates on principles we haven't even begun to discover, but it doesn't stop there. It also suggests that governments have actually captured some of these beings.
Wait, seriously? Capture aliens? Tell me more.
Yeah, so the video claims that 3 aliens were captured at some point.
Wow.
2 of them apparently died during captivity, perhaps unable to survive in our environment, and were subsequently cremated. But the most intriguing detail is that one of these captured aliens is allegedly still alive.
Okay, now that's a bombshell. What are they doing with a living alien?
Well, the video alleges that this surviving alien is being studied by scientists, perhaps even collaborating with them to try and understand their technology.
I mean, imagine the knowledge we could gain. But it also raises some pretty serious ethical questions.
Absolutely. Is this alien a willing participant in these studies, or is it being held captive, forced to share its secrets? The video doesn't provide any answers.
Man, this is getting more intriguing by the minute. So we've got potentially multiversal aliens, some with possibly nefarious intentions, governments potentially holding a living alien captive. What else does this video have in store for us?
Well, it claims that these aliens are trying to communicate with us.
Really?
Not just through random signals, but through actual messages.
Messages? What kind of messages?
Well, that's the million-dollar question. The video doesn't go into detail about the content of these messages, but it does suggest that governments worldwide are trying to decode them.
Wow, imagine being the person tasked with deciphering an alien message. You'd need a whole new dictionary for starters. But if they're trying to communicate, what are they trying to say? Are these messages a warning, a greeting, or something else entirely?
The video offers some tantalizing hints. But to understand them, we need to delve into the most unsettling claim of all their alleged involvement with our sun.
Okay, this is where it gets really interesting. What's the deal with the aliens and the sun? Is this some kind of cosmic tanning bed situation?
Not quite. This claim is a bit more alarming.
Okay.
The video alleges that these aliens have actually tampered with the sun, and that they could potentially weaponize it.
Weaponize the sun. Now that's a level of power I can't even wrap my head around. I mean, the sun is a giant ball of nuclear fusion, the source of all life on Earth. Is it even scientifically possible to manipulate something that powerful?
It's a question that pushes the boundaries of our current understanding of physics. To influence something as massive and energetic as the sun would require technology and knowledge that are almost inconceivable to us yet if we're talking about beings who can travel between universes. Who knows what they're truly capable of?
This is a lot to take in. I'm already feeling like I need to sit down and process all of this.
It's a lot to digest for sure.
So we've got aliens from another multiverse potentially messing with the sun, potentially sending us cryptic messages, and maybe even a captive alien collaborating with scientists. Where do we even go from here?
Well, there's one more fascinating and frankly unsettling detail from the video that we need to address: the appearance of these aliens.
Oh, they're not all just little green men.
The video suggests that these aliens possess the ability to shapeshift, to change their appearance, to blend in with their surroundings. They might even be able to mimic human forms.
Right, they can shapeshift, so they could be walking among us right now and we wouldn't even know it.
That's the implication, and it opens up a whole new realm of possibilities and, frankly, anxieties.
Yeah.
If these beings can blend in so seamlessly, how can we ever know who's who?
Okay, I think we need to take a breather here. This is getting a little too close for comfort.
Indeed. The implications of these claims, especially the idea of shape-shifting aliens, are both fascinating and deeply unsettling. But there's much more to unpack, and when we come back, we'll dive deeper into the potential reasons why these aliens might choose to hide in plain sight. Stay with us. So we've been exploring this idea that these potentially multiversal aliens might be hiding among us, shape-shifting, to blend in with humanity.
Yeah, it makes you wonder, like, why go through all that trouble?
Right. If they had the technology to travel between universes and potentially manipulate the sun,
Right.
you'd think they wouldn't need to hide from anyone.
Exactly.
But remember, the video claims that not all of these aliens are equally powerful.
Oh, right.
Some are described as incredibly advanced, capable of feats we can barely comprehend, but others are depicted as much weaker, perhaps even vulnerable to Earth's environment.
Oh, interesting.
Like as evidenced by the two who allegedly died in captivity.
So maybe shapeshifting is less about deception and more about survival for some of these beings.
That's a plausible theory. If some of these aliens are less physically robust, blending in with humans might be their best defense mechanism, a way to avoid detection and potential harm.
That makes sense. It's like the ultimate camouflage, hiding in plain sight, but it still doesn't fully explain why they'd come to Earth in the first place if they're so vulnerable. Why not just stay in their own universe?
Well, the video touches on this, suggesting that Earth might hold some kind of strategic significance for these aliens. Perhaps as a resource-rich planet, or maybe our solar system is a crucial crossroads in the vast network of the multiverse.
Okay, now we're venturing into pure speculation territory, but it's definitely intriguing. So we've got potentially powerful aliens, maybe using Earth for some unknown purpose, and weaker aliens trying to survive by hiding among us. And then there's this whole business about them messing with the sun. The video makes it sound like they could literally use it as a weapon.
It does make some unsettling claims about their ability to manipulate solar energy.
Like, how so?
There's even this particularly chilling detail about a group of aliens who supposedly entered the sun
What?
and then re-emerged unharmed.
Wait, they went into the sun and came back out? How is that even remotely possible?
It's a mind-boggling concept. The sun's surface temperature is about 10,000 degrees Fahrenheit. To withstand that kind of heat and radiation would require technology so far beyond our understanding it might as well be magic.
Okay, that's just terrifying. It's like they're treating the sun like their own personal laboratory, experimenting with forces that could obliterate entire planets.
It certainly paints a concerning picture, especially when you consider the video's claims about their potentially destructive motives.
Right.
If these beings are capable of harnessing the power of the sun, the implications for humanity could be catastrophic.
I don't even want to think about what kind of weapon they could create with that kind of energy at their disposal.
Yeah.
It makes those alleged attempts at communication seem even more crucial.
You're absolutely right. We were discussing those mysterious signals earlier. If they're trying to communicate with us, is it a warning about the dangers they pose? Or maybe a plea for help from the more benevolent factions?
Or maybe it's something completely different, something we can't even begin to imagine. The video mentions that these signals aren't just random bursts of energy, they contain actual messages. What could they possibly be trying to tell us?
The video speculates that these messages might contain knowledge about the universe, about the existence of other worlds and civilizations, and even suggests they're sending these signals from vast distances, perhaps even from other galaxies.
So it's like a cosmic hello, a message in a bottle from another reality. But if that's the case, why all the secrecy? Why not just show up and say hi?
That's a question that has puzzled researchers for decades. If these beings have mastered interstellar travel, why rely on cryptic signals? It makes you wonder if their communication methods are dictated by some kind of cosmic law, or if they have a specific reason for remaining hidden.
Maybe they're just really bad at introductions.
Perhaps. But there's another intriguing detail in the video that might shed some light on their communication style.
Oh, okay.
It suggests that they're not just sending data, they're trying to share their knowledge and understanding of the universe with us.
So it's like an interstellar knowledge drop, a cosmic TED Talk.
In a way, yes. But the video also implies that this knowledge might be overwhelming, even dangerous for humanity to receive.
Oh, really?
Imagine trying to explain quantum physics to a medieval peasant.
Right.
The concepts might be so far beyond their comprehension that it could be destabilizing.
Okay, now that's a thought-provoking idea. Dangerous knowledge. What kind of knowledge are we talking about here? Alien philosophy that will blow our minds, advanced technology that we're not ready for.
The video doesn't specify, but it does suggest that these beings possess knowledge of the nature of reality, the universe, maybe even the meaning of life itself, concepts that could fundamentally change our understanding of everything.
That's both exhilarating and terrifying at the same time. We're talking about potentially unlocking the secrets of the universe, but also the risk of completely upending our worldview.
Exactly. And it raises a crucial question. Are we as a species ready to handle such profound knowledge?
I'm not sure I have the answer to that, but it certainly makes you think. So we've got aliens potentially messing with the sun, sending us cryptic messages, and maybe even holding on to universe-shattering knowledge. Plus, there's that whole captive alien thing we talked about earlier. Whatever happened to that?
The video claims that the surviving alien is actually working with scientists, helping them understand alien technology.
Wow.
Imagine the possibilities if we could unlock the secrets of their technology.
Yeah, we're talking about potentially revolutionary advancements in energy transportation, maybe even medicine.
Right.
But it also raises concerns about control and exploitation.
Absolutely. Are we simply using this alien for our own gain? Or is this a genuine collaboration, a partnership between two intelligent species? The video doesn't provide any clear answers, but does suggest that the knowledge being exchanged could be more profound and potentially more dangerous than we can imagine.
This whole thing is making my head spin. Aliens manipulating the sun, sending us cryptic messages, and potentially collaborating with scientists. And then there's that whole shape-shifting thing.
Indeed. It's a lot to absorb. And when we return, we'll explore the implications of these shape-shifting aliens and delve into the unsettling possibility that they might be walking among us undetected.
Stay tuned. We're back, and honestly, this whole alien deep dive has been pretty mind-blowing. Last time we were talking about the possibility that these aliens could shapeshift, and they might be walking among us undetected.
Yeah, it's a wild concept. It really blurs the line between science fiction and reality. Imagine a world where you can't be sure if the person next to you is actually human or an extraterrestrial just disguised as one.
It really makes you question everything.
It really challenges our whole perception of identity and trust.
Yeah, it's like straight out of one of those paranoid thriller movies. But if these beings can shapeshift, why bother blending in with humans at all? I mean, wouldn't their super advanced technology be enough to keep them safe?
That's where the video's claims about them having all these different powers and capabilities comes in. Remember, it suggests that not all of these aliens are these like all-powerful beings that can bend the laws of physics.
Oh, wait.
Some might be much weaker than others, even vulnerable to Earth's environment.
So for some of them, shape-shifting could be less about tricking us and more about just surviving, like literally avoiding becoming the next alien autopsy subject.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's a good theory. Shape-shifting could be their way of blending into the background, avoiding detection and potential threats.
That makes sense. It's like the ultimate way to camouflage yourself hiding in plain sight. But it still doesn't totally explain why they'd choose to come to Earth in the first place. If some of them are so fragile, why not just stay in their own universe where it's safer?
Well, the video kind of touches on this. It suggests that Earth might be strategically important to these aliens for some reason.
Okay.
Maybe it's because our planet has lots of resources, or maybe our solar system is like a crucial intersection in this huge network of the multiverse.
Okay, so we're definitely in speculation territory now, but it is pretty
okay.
fascinating. So we've got these potentially really powerful aliens maybe using Earth for who knows what, and then weaker aliens just trying to survive by hiding among us. And of course, there's that whole thing about them messing with the sun. It sounds like they could actually weaponize it.
Yeah, the video doesn't offer any concrete answers about what they're doing, But it does hint at this complex interaction between these different groups of aliens, each with their own goals and reasons for being here.
So it's like some kind of cosmic chess game is being played out, and we're just stuck in the middle of it.
Exactly.
It's a lot to process, and I'm not sure I'm coming up with any easy answers. What are we supposed to do with all of this? I mean, what's the takeaway for us here on Earth?
That's the big question, isn't it? The video itself is full of speculation and claims that are really hard to prove. But I think the most important thing to remember is perspective.
Perspective.
Yeah, it reminds us that our understanding of the universe and where we fit into it is constantly changing.
So it's not about freaking out or building underground bunkers. It's more about being open to new possibilities, even if they challenge everything we thought we knew.
Exactly. It's about having a healthy dose of skepticism, questioning what we think we know, and recognizing that there might be things happening that we just can't fully understand yet.
You know, that's actually kind of a freeing thought. It's a reminder that we don't have all the answers, and that's okay. It's the mysteries, the unknowns that keep things interesting, right?
Absolutely. It's about holding on to that sense of wonder and curiosity, even when we're dealing with information that might be unsettling.
This whole deep dive has definitely given me a lot to think about. I might be looking at my neighbors a little differently from now on, wondering if they're hiding any interstellar secrets.
Well, maybe that's the most valuable thing we can take away from this, a renewed sense of curiosity about the world around us, and recognizing that there's always more to learn and discover.
Well said. And who knows, maybe someday we will have definitive answers to these questions. But until then, we'll keep exploring, keep asking questions, and keep diving deep into the mysteries of the universe. Thanks for joining us on this incredible journey.